Every now and then a break is needed from all these greetings and meetings. I'm thankful that I can be in, but I need a break. Cause this life can be suffocating, traveling different locations, trying to get this money made.
And I believe it, that I need it, these evil heathens, and deceiving my seed is in need of exceeding.
Yo, what's going on? This is Current Climate. My name is Christian Dane. Juicy, say something to the people.
It's a knife.
Okay. I like that. It was like 21 Savage and Tiger Woods put together.
Yeah. Hello world.
Tiger Savage Woods. Sean, say something to the people.
It's supposed to be is a knife. Is that a cross in your head? Are you a religious guy, 21? Oh,
it's a knife.
Is a knife. That was so random and gangster.
Random as fuck.
Like that was the most random gangster. Okay.
Oh, we're doing a special countdown for this week's festivities. This week being Halloween. We counting down top 3 Halloween movies, or not Halloween movies,
not horror movies, because I don't do horror movies.
He doesn't do horror movies.
I don't do horror
scared,
movies.
People.
Yeah, I don't do horror movies.
What was the last horror movie you seen?
I really don't want to talk about it. The experience was so bad.
How long ago was it?
It was Paranormal Activity 2, and that was like
2012,
2011.
You saw it in the theater?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I let Juicy talk me into going on a double date and seeing it. I left Juicy, his date, and my date in the movie theater.
You serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True story.
That ain't a joke. I left.
You walked out the theater?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I walked out.
Where'd you go? Did you just wait for them outside?
Yeah, I was waiting on them I don't think I said a word all the way home.
He did.
Juicy went like it was like a month before
I've never heard this before.
Oh yeah, it's true.
It was like a month before I spoke to Juicy after that, and Juicy was like, "Man, I know you had to be going through something. It's been this long since I talked to you."
Wait. So what was it about it? Just
no, it just freaked me out. Like I don't like the demon stuff. It like I can watch a horror movie about like some weird
a chainsaw murderer
6'8" dude chasing you, because I always like to feel like it's one thing to be for black people to be fast, but you ain't seen fast till you seen scared nigga fast. That's a whole different fast.
That's how you run in. What's the movie called?
I can outrun Michael Myers
and Get
Jason.
Out. And Get Out, the black dude that was running like that.
Yeah.
That's black dude.
Yeah. I can get away from people like that. Like Chucky, I'll punch Chucky. Like I can get away from that stuff. But when it comes to that demon spiritual stuff,
wait. So when did
I already feel like that.
When
stuff
did you
is
walk
real,
out the theater? Was it like in the middle?
No, it was at the end when they cut the lights out.
That was it for you.
In the basement, they had showed the demon in the basement.
They did. They cut the lights out. I don't know what happened in the movie after that. I walked out.
What did your date say?
I don't even remember. I blacked out. I was so frightened. Like that I know that was the most scared I ever been at a movie. Like it scared me that bad. Bro,
I didn't really talk to him for about a month.
Yeah, it didn't stop at the movie. No. I was just like, I was going through things psychologically. I'm telling you, I had to have like counseling from my pastor. I couldn't go to sleep at night. I couldn't sleep until the daylight came up. Like I worked at a place. That's enough laughing. I worked at a place.
Did you work at Taco Bell? This is before Taco Bell.
This was before my second stint.
Okay.
My second legendary stint.
Okay.
At Taco Bell. I was working at this other place from like 3 to 11:30, and I would come in at 11:30 at night, and that's when I was still living with my mom then. And she would ask me, she was like, "Why you cutting on all the lights when you walk in?" I would cut all the lights on in the house, and I couldn't go to sleep until the sun came up. I was that scared.
Horrible.
I was scared, like scared. Psychologically, it was screwing with me. But I'm a big advocate now for people like kids not going to see those movies.
Is that what you went through?
Yeah, I mean, for real. I know y'all don't believe in it because y'all atheists. So I know y'all
some heathens.
I know y'all some heathens. I know y'all don't believe in it. Y'all demons y'all selves. Damn. I don't know why I'm in here, but it really is like warfare when it comes to those movies. I believe that.
Yeah.
I'm an advocate for people not going to see those movies. That don't nobody's supposed to be afraid like that. Like that movie had me scared.
Well, I wonder what the date thought. I wonder what she said to you. Like, did she ever look at you different? Like, look at this.
She didn't.
She was just trying to talk to him on the way home, and he was just, his eyes was like bloodshot red, and he just drove home and he didn't say shit.
I was scared,
Nigga.
bruh. I'm telling you.
I gotta see that. I never seen part 2. I seen part 1, Paranormal Activity. I never seen part 2.
You don't want to. You don't want
Probably
to.
the scariest one.
Really?
It was
scary.
so
The first one was
scary.
pretty scary at the end.
This one was like that the whole way through. It was
Really?
shit happening, yeah.
So,
And then the
before
movie.
you walked out, were the whole time were you thinking like, I need to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah. It's like I swear it was like something in my spirit was
Nigga.
telling me you are not supposed to be in here. I promise you the whole time.
That's crazy.
Don't nobody supposed to be that scared of a movie. For real. I don't That's the devil, man.
So have you ever been to
No.
the haunted houses they do here?
Oh no. I don't do haunted houses.
You don't do haunted houses.
No.
Okay.
Don't touch me. Don't be rubbing all on my back trying to freak me out. Some guy at work tried to scare me in a clown mask the other day. I spit on him and scratched his eye. Yeah. He's dead. So
He's in my trunk
yeah,
now.
he's dead.
All right.
So
Well,
I don't do horror movies,
No.
but as far as 90s kid friendly
Yeah.
Halloween
That's what we're
movies, yes.
Kids friendly Halloween movies from the 90s. Yeah, from the 90s, I guess. I think all mine are from the 90s. Yours from the 90s?
Yeah.
Juice? Yours too?
You know, Juicy wasn't born till 2001.
Jesus Christ.
So Juicy don't remember the 90s movies.
who wants to go first? This is top
I'm
3.
just playing.
Top 3 Halloween kid movies
When
from
were
the
you
90s.
born in 89?
Mm-hmm.
89.
Look at you. I was born in 85.
I was born in 86.
I lived through the crack era.
Yeah, product of Reaganomics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
I can.
All right.
Did you just have acid reflux?
He did.
I'm
I didn't
drinking
wanna call him out.
Budweiser. So Budweiser, if y'all want to pick us up for sponsors, go ahead.
He's drinking, people.
He's drunk, actually.
Number 3, it's not going to be popular. Actually, thinking back on it, it might be trash if you watch it now. Just from how it looks, plot, just the whole movie. Ernest Scared Stupid. But
You never seen Ernest?
I love Ernest Scared Stupid. For those who don't know, it's about Ernest, who's a fucking crack addict in real life. He dead for real. Like he dead. He was like addicted to drugs and shit like that. That's why he act like that.
Don't get into real Halloween stuff. Like,
But anyways, he ended up letting this troll out, and the trolls start turning kids to wooden dolls and shit like that. And then at the end, they had like this big little battle thing, and the kids end up shooting the trolls with milk because it was like a mother's love is the only thing that could defeat the trolls. They end up feeling like
it was freaky.
It was milk, and love will kill the troll too. So like the main demon troll, after he got like immune to milk, Ernest danced with it and kissed his snotty nose, and it blew up.
When was the last time you seen this movie?
That was dark. I'd forgotten.
A long time.
I know, because you really just described that like, as if you saw it.
Gave a review.
That was really good.
It freaked me out. I won't watch it
That was really
again.
But
So,
it was funny too, because like Ernest, like, you know, he kind of quirky, like a fiend.
Yeah.
But he was because he really was a fiend in real life.
He was.
I didn't know that.
R.I.P. Jim Varney.
Yeah.
I didn't know he died.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he died a while back.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it was a little while back. A few
Like
years back.
2002, 3, something
I
like
don't
that.
know if it was that long
Should
ago.
have been a hot little minute since Jim Varney been dead.
I don't think it was that long ago though.
No.
But it,
I mean,
it
I know
was a couple
'cause
years ago.
I know some niggas that sold some sold some rockets to him. So but yeah, that's my number 3. Check it out. It's probably trash now, but at the time, for its time, it was really good. Not in a lot of people top 3s, but hey, it's in my
It is
fucking
what
top.
it is. I get it.
The
I
trolls
mean, that was
ugly.
big in the 90s, so I get it.
They ain't like the little cute trolls and like that
in
Isaac.
Trolls
Like,
the movie?
yeah. They was ugly ass
Them trolls freak me out too. What would you do
Singing
if you
trolls.
was walking in your house at midnight after being somewhere and you walked in and saw 5 of the new age trolls sitting on your couch? What would you do?
Well, they singing and they nice. They ain't like the Ernest trolls.
It don't
You
matter.
got the voice of Justin Timberlake.
It don't matter if they singing. That wouldn't freak you out?
Were they small?
I'd kill them.
Oh God, damn.
I'd kill every one of them. I'd flip my whole couch over.
Was the trolls regular size, or was the Bergens like giants?
Damn.
Or was the troll small and the Bergens was regular size?
Were you high when you watched it?
Are you high now?
Are you drunk? That's deep as hell right there.
What's the matter with you?
It wasn't clarified. We had no humans in the movie to
Right.
dictate size.
Hey, I won't get back to that. I really do. But I want to give a little side note on something that I thought was extremely scary and terrifying from the 90s, but it wasn't a movie, and a lot of people probably didn't think it was that scary.
Okay.
Fraggle Rock. I think Fraggle Rock ate humans myself. I never saw them eating anything else. They lived in like a hole in this hardware shop or something like
you
that.
must hate Halloween.
Like they were like Muppets, but they were like
It was hordes of them.
"Hunting down the way, on in for another day." Like that was it. They could sing, they could dance. They were a lot like black people. They could sing, they could dance. They lived in bad conditions, but
So
Oppressed.
Fraggle Rock was oppressed. Like they had dreads, so they were.
what were they telling us?
They probably were inspired by Black America in the early 90s. For real. Like they probably were inspired. That's what Black America looked like if it wasn't a different world or the Cosby Show. Fraggle Rock is what Black America looks like. But Fraggle Rock was a little freaky because I always used to think it was something that lived in, like a crate or something in my house. And I never really understood what I would do if they decided to come out one night and I woke up and I wasn't supposed to see them, but I had to pee.
They beat your ass. Get that ass beat.
Get that ass beat. All right, number 3. Charlotte, what you got?
I think I just came up with one while I was
Here we
listening to Juicy. Like I had a list picked and I think I just came up
Stay
with
with
one.
your list.
I got to do this because it screwed with me when I was in the 90s though, so I got to go with it. I'm going to go Gremlins.
Oh, that's 80s
Yeah.
though.
That's 80.
Was that?
Yeah.
Are we strictly doing 90s?
Nah, that's
Or should it be
fine.
Like
That's
childhood?
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, Gremlins. Gremlins freaked me out.
I'm surprised you watched that.
Yeah, I watched Gremlins when I was a young ward. I watched Gremlins then,
Gizmo.
but that was before I had sense enough to be afraid.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was watching.
Gizmos was kind of freaky.
Kids don't know anything about Gremlins.
No, they don't.
You think about it, like they don't play no reruns of it. Nobody
Yeah.
talks about it. That's like back in the day, that was like a cult classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Like
was.
the fact, like the
yeah.
little gremlin, you get them wet and they multiply and turn into little evil gremlins. Like
yeah.
back when we were growing up, man, that was like we all knew what the fuck gremlins was.
And
Like,
they
Giz-
look
Gizmo,
like demons.
He got wet. He had gremlins too, didn't he?
he's
Gizmo.
the one. If you get him wet,
Yeah.
he's the one. If you get him wet, then he multiplies, and the ones that he has is evil gremlins.
Okay.
Like they are almost impossible to defeat, and they are Lil Wayne's favorite movie.
Oh my god! Shout out to
Question.
Weezy.
No, that wasn't a shot at Weezy.
Shout out
You
to
remember
Weezy.
in the song that he said Gremlins when he was 5. Gremlins was his favorite movie.
Nah, he looks like a gremlin.
He looks like
Yeah.
a gremlin.
If Gizmo couldn't get wet, and he a little, I don't know what the hell he is. How does he bathe?
He doesn't.
Does he,
He doesn't
stink
bathe.
all the
Stink.
time?
That's part of the fear.
Yeah.
But you be afraid of somebody walking around stinking all the time.
What's your first instinct to do? Throw water on him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there you go.
And there you go.
Evil has ensued.
Yeah. Like you can't beat him.
I
He multiplies.
I can't remember watching the actual movie. Like I can't. I can just remember scenes. Like
I can remember being afraid.
I remember
of
there's a
that
scene in the
movie.
theater when there was like a whole shitload of them in the theater.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like Gremlins 1 or 2 or what.
Fight.
Oh, Fraggle.
Yeah.
Fraggle.
I don't know, man.
Them
Well,
Gremlins are
Fraggle Rock,
scrappy.
they work together though. Fraggle Rock work together.
Gremlins will fight each other.
Yeah. Fraggle Rock will pull them apart.
Genius.
Yeah.
They
Genius.
would. And they oppressed. So they already upset.
Yeah. Gremlins looking out for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
But if it rained,
Oh, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock. They better
It's a
fight.
wrap.
It depends on what they fight. What if they fight inside the cave?
If they fight inside the cave, it's a wrap for a gremlin.
Gremlins? It's a wrap.
Because
for
that's
Gremlins. Fraggle Rock got the home
they
court
got
advantage.
Home court advantage.
If you fight them outside and it starts raining by chance, you fuck.
It's a wrap for them.
All right, my number 3, Addams Family.
I watched that this morning
You did?
on ABC Family.
Classic.
Well, Freeform is what they call it now.
Really?
Yes.
Classic.
A classic.
Young Christina Ricci.
Young Christina Ricci before she played in Casper.
We might see that.
We might see that again. I was finna say she might be a recurring theme.
She may be a recurring thing.
Yeah, Addams Family is one of the best movies of our generation. Man, everybody loved Addams Family 1 and Part 2. It's one of the rare movies where the sequel holds up to the original.
Yeah, that's the truth.
One of the rare.
Was the sequel when they was like at the camp? Wendy.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Yep.
And she like went crazy on the girl about the Pilgrims and Thanksgiving.
What else? Actually, the movie was directed, if I'm not mistaken, I think he also directed the first Men in Black as well. Dude is good. He directed a couple of comedies in the late 90s, early 200s that he was known for. But
2000s.
Did you say early 200s?
You did. 200s would be
2000s.
like a long time ago.
I've never heard anybody make that mistake.
I was alive back then.
Okay.
You don't know any of the vampires.
Okay.
So, Addams Family, number 3.
Speaking of Halloween.
Exactly. Juice, what you got for number 2?
Number 2.
That's what I said.
Because I am that. Casper.
Mm.
Can I keep you? For those who don't know, Casper was a friendly ghost. He died of pneumonia.
Yeah.
When he was a
I
boy.
did not know this either.
You didn't know Casper died from pneumonia?
We had Dr. James Harvey and Cat.
Yep.
Casper ended up befriending Cat. His uncles was always starring shit.
I think
those other ghosts were the uncles?
The ghosts of the trio,
that was his uncles.
Yeah.
What was it? Stinky, Fatso, and Stretch.
Stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Casper was amazing. Then I always thought was fucked up that the ghostly trio, they wanted to kill James.
Yeah, they did.
And James ended up dying anyway.
Yeah. That was a sad part of the movie.
That was sad.
Which one was James?
Cat's dad.
Okay, yeah.
Like, that was a sad part of the movie. They wanted to kill him because they enjoyed his company.
Yeah, and they didn't want him to leave.
So they wanted him to be it's that classic crab bucket mentality that has plagued the black community for years and years and years and years.
And he was like a cool ghost too. He's
turned into a pro-black episode.
This is turning into a pro-black episode real quick.
Yeah.
What was that crazy chick that fell off the cliff? What was her name? Remember, she was like, they tricked her into thinking she had unfinished business.
Yeah,
but she didn't have unfinished business.
Yeah, but she had an ulterior motive.
She did.
She was trying to get the
Lazarus machine.
Yeah,
The only reason I remember it being Lazarus because it's always something, bringing back something from the dead. Lazarus.
Yeah. And Casper was a hero to Cat because Casper brought her dad back. Casper could have used that.
He could have used it for himself.
He could have used the Lazarus machine on himself. I indeed would have used the Lazarus machine on myself.
Cat.
I would have too. But he ended up getting a little time as being a boy.
And then I remember
he was white. Imagine if he was black. You think Cat would look at him?
What if he would have been black? The whole movie would have changed.
What Cat would have looked at him? Oh, is that what she? Oh, wait a minute! You didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Can I keep you?
Did she say that to him?
That's what Casper said. He calls Kiss keep.
Oh, how do y'all know that? How do y'all remember this shit?
That's the one line. If you don't remember the whole movie, that's the one line.
That's the line from Casper that you remember.
That's like the end of the movie. Can I keep you? And that's when he turned back to a ghost. Everybody starts screaming and shit.
That classic 90s tune, like the classic. You remember in the 90s, like the movies would have this music. There's recurring music that happens through the movie whenever something really emotional.
So by the end of the movie, you know them song by heart.
Yeah, and that when that music comes on, you know something really emotional and special is about to happen in the movie. So he said, "Can I keep you?"
And it was Devin Sawa from Idle Hands, the first Final Destination. Wild America. What was it? The one with Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
Right. He played in wasn't that the little boy that played in the Little Giants too? Did
Was
he
he?
play the quarterback in the Little Giants?
He was in all 90s movies.
I think he played the quarterback in the Little
I
Giants.
forgot he was in Final Destination though.
Mm-hmm. Idle Hands. I used to love Idle
I haven't
Hands.
seen that before.
But I remember every little girl
It was a
in
horror- it was a
my
horror
school was in love with that kid from Casper.
movie. And he played Stan.
In what?
He did. He played
An Eminem
Stan in
video
the
Stan.
Eminem.
Damn right, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Stan.
God damn. Yeah. His IMBD looks amazing.
Yeah.
His resume is amazing.
Yeah, he got a good 90s resume.
He does.
Like Jonathan Taylor Thomas
Yeah.
that people didn't forgot about.
Where's he now? Is he dead?
Who Devin Sawa?
Nah,
You
Jonathan.
can't
Both of
just
them.
don't know.
kill
Nah.
people because you hadn't heard of them.
I think
for
they
a
be
long
like
time.
child actors and they make bread and they go to college after that and they just be chilling.
But a lot of people don't translate.
Yeah,
Like
like
a lot
them.
of child actors don't translate.
Yeah, they dead. Who you got for number
Okay,
two?
you can't just kill.
I
Okay,
just did.
okay. So I'm struggling now. We should have done top 5.
You
Because-
had how many days to prepare this?
Yeah, I had them, but the more I think, because oh man, this sucks. We're gonna have to do like
Honorable mention.
we're gonna have to do honorable mentions because I feel ashamed for leaving some of the movies out that I'm gonna have to leave out now.
All right.
But
Who you got?
Number
Number
two.
two.
I got to go with Hocus Pocus.
Oh, damn. And number
At
two?
I don't got a choice.
You know what? Don't feel bad because Hocus Pocus ain't even them.
It's not on my list either.
I feel bad. For
You
putting-
year round talk about Hocus Pocus.
I feel bad for putting Hocus Pocus at number 2, but now I have to.
You're gonna regret that.
I have to because I just something else just came to me,
Okay.
and I left another one off to that. I mean, I can't believe I'm
Tell us
moving on.
about what is Hocus Pocus about?
Hocus Pocus.
I've never seen it.
What kind of person are you?
Person who was deprived.
You've never seen Hocus Pocus?
I'll put a spell on you.
Come, little children, I'll take thee away. That's that Sarah Jessica Parker. Like, how do you not know Hocus Pocus?
I never watched it. Didn't have the Disney Channel.
Well, I guess you don't got to keep explaining that.
Miller.
If you didn't watch it, you didn't
The
watch
lady from Sister Act.
it. Yeah. Like Hocus
Sarah Jessica
Hocus
Parker.
Pocus truly is probably all of us 90s kids. Hocus Pocus is probably most people's number one Halloween
Unless you
movie
didn't have
for the
cable.
90s. Okay, so we're not gonna get depressing here about kids that don't have cable.
The
We're speaking for the
hardships.
kids that did have
See,
cable.
niggas weren't watching cable like that. Then. We was rocking the VHS tapes.
I was watching cable.
See, I was watching the box music videos for free with the antenna. That's how
He was
good
stealing it.
was.
Yeah, really.
He
That was illegal.
He was stealing it.
VHS tapes. But anyways, elaborate.
Anyway, Hocus Pocus should have been my number 1, but I just came up with another one in my head, so I had to switch it to number 2. I'm 31. I still love Hocus Pocus. Now I watched it yesterday, so
Do you know the
it's
words?
about the three.
Do you know?
It's about 3 witches.
You say 3 bitches.
I wasn't about to say that, but it's about 3 witches, and they're unique witches though, because they don't really act like they got an old stereotypical way of acting like witches, but they were modernized in the 90s. They were modernized witches. One of them the fat one was on a vacuum. I shouldn't have said fat. The bigger one, she was on a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, she rolled.
She rolled a vacuum
Okay,
cleaner.
yeah.
Instead of the brooms. And then you had Sarah Jessica Parker, who was actually the nice looking one out of the bunch. And then you had Winnie, who was the leader. And then you had the zombie. What was his name?
I forgot his name.
Okay. You two people are no help.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I mean, but you have phones. Both of you have phones that you can
Question.
look up.
But you just watched it yesterday.
Okay. That's a good point. And it's got the classic name, Daiquiri Binks.
Yeah, Daiquiri Binks.
And
Okay.
which has been a 20-year-long debate on whether it was Zachary Binks or Daiquiri Binks.
See, I thought it was Zachary Binks.
We all thought it was Zachary Binks until Google was made. And we was actually able to look it up, and it's Daiquiri Binks. So I guess Christian wouldn't know anything about that.
No, I
'cause he
have
hadn't
no
seen the
idea.
movie.
It's kind of like the Bernstein Bears and the Weinstein Bears. The conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, when we came up, Heath Pledger put me on it. I was like, oh shit. You know, like when we came up, it was like the Bane Bears.
Plot twist.
No, for real, like it'll fuck with you. Look it up on YouTube.
Yeah,
it'll mess with your mind.
But it's not as big as the nationwide universal debate of Zachary Binks or Daiquiri Binks.
Which
Daiquiri Binks.
Who is the hottest witch?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Who is
a question?
But they say she like the top 10 ugliest actress.
She one of the ugliest people in the world to date. But in the 90s, she was a witch. And we just wanted to see somebody
this list was compiled.
Decent,
this ugly actress list was compiled in the early 2000s.
Are we doing this list? We're going to make an ugly actress list.
I'm not doing that. It's too mean. Like, it's so mean. But look, no, Sarah Jessica Parker was cute in Hocus Pocus.
Why did they die when the sun came up as if they were vampires?
Good question.
They didn't die. They turned to stone.
Why did they turn to stone?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Which means death.
What if you're still alive when you're stoned?
That would suck. That's like gargoyles?
That's cruel. Why don't they make a gargoyles movie?
That'd be dope.
Live action movie. Like, why don't they do that?
That'd be good. Number 2.
Have Megan Fox play.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
No more Megan Fox.
Megan Fox is pretty.
She is, but no more.
Like, she's really, really pretty.
Move on from Megan Fox.
She's pretty.
My number 2, Beetlejuice.
Oh man. See?
One of the best movies ever. As a kid, I should have been scared of this movie.
Oh, I'm still freaked
Thinking
out
back on it, like when I look at it, I'm like, damn, I watched this as a kid. It was like creepy as hell. Like when
it's still creepy.
It is.
Beetlejuice is still creepy.
When they went to the other dimension and saw those other people who were dead.
Oh my God, it's creepy.
I mean, there were some the people with the little head.
Yeah.
I forget even the HR person who worked at the office who smoked through her neck.
Still creepy.
Creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Great casting it.
Dale. In my come, maybe want to go home.
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. Hey! Daylight come and you won't go home.
One of the classic scenes.
That's one of the best. That's one of the best scenes of the whole movie.
That is.
That's an
iconic scene.
It is.
That's iconic.
It is.
And they had the mother, Kevin McAllister's mom from Home Alone.
Gina Davis.
Alec
Baldwin is the father.
Yes, indeed.
Good cast.
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was like the George Clooney of the early 90s.
Was he the early 90s?
I mean, Beetlejuice and Batman.
He was popping.
Michael Keaton was popping.
2 movies though.
2 franchises.
Yeah, Mr. Mom.
Huge. Michael Keaton was big. Jack Frost.
But that was from the 2000s. Nah, that was midnight.
That was 90s.
Late 90s.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice is that shit.
Michael Keaton was a fool.
The storyline of Beetlejuice is pretty good too.
How
the Alec Baldwin thing. Winona Ryder, that's right, and
who's doing an amazing job in Stranger Things.
Amazing.
Why she didn't win an award for her performance?
She's crazy.
Oh, okay,
she's crazy. They probably go to water.
On South Park, they had a like popping. Never mind.
Yeah, why are we on that? Beetlejuice is still weird. Like, I still wouldn't watch Beetlejuice at midnight. Like, if I woke up, like on my couch, if I fell asleep on the couch or something and woke up in the middle of the night and saw Beetlejuice on, I would run out of my apartment.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Beetlejuice is still.
What freaked me out was the long heads at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Freaked me out.
Movie came out in 1988 and it still holds up.
Beetlejuice did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It still holds up pretty good against the test of time.
To see Michael Keaton, that's Beetlejuice in 88, Batman in 89.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's big.
Big name.
2 classics.
Yeah. The storyline of it, like, I didn't realize so many things when I was little. Like, I didn't realize that Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin died. And like they drove off the bridge, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until I got older. I was like, oh shit. So this is how they died. Like when you're little watching this stuff.
Yeah. You don't get it.
You don't put
We just think everything, the characters are funny.
Yeah.
But we don't get the movie.
Yeah.
We don't get the movie.
You're right. Beetlejuice had a strip club?
Was Beetlejuice? It's no way Beetlejuice was PG-13.
I don't know. That's actually.
But you know that bird.
In that era.
My God. Yeah. It's rated PG.
Oh my goodness. They would never make it PG in this generation.
Nah. It'd be.
So you know this generation soft as cottonelle. Like, for real.
I didn't. Well, PG.
Like
He went to a strip club.
Frozen was rated R in this generation. Like the Lion King would be rated R.
Oh, Lion King. Yeah.
Lion King would be rated R. That scene with Nala and Simba.
Oh yeah, they fucking.
Can you feel the love tonight? Champagne bonemo. In the evening we champagne on my way.
The background voice and the main voice.
Feelings real and life and harmony. Love is where they are.
Sing it.
Champagne on my way. My nigga, can you feel the love tonight? Champagne on bonemo.
That was pretty good.
Then that boy Timon come back in. And if they fall in love tonight, it can be assumed his everydays with us all history. And short our pal is doomed.
That's pretty good, actually.
That was
That was
To
pretty
remember
good.
the words.
That was good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, number one.
Number
one.
World premiere. My number
That was
one.
actually pretty good.
My number one is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Man, I feel so bad because I got to leave that off my list, but I get it.
Mr. Jack Skellington,
Yeah.
the Pumpkin King.
Still freaky.
That shit was freaky.
It's still freaky.
I haven't seen it
Directed by Tim Burton.
Who also did Beetlejuice?
Who was GOAT in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's about
Who directed
why
Batman.
am I giving synopsis?
Oh shit, yeah, he did.
He done Batman.
Damn. Sure did.
Tim Burton did everything.
Tim Burton did
Yeah.
Batman, Beetlejuice, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Back to back to back.
Edward Scissorhands too.
Edward Scissorhands.
Damn,
Tim Burton was a fool.
About every other movie that what's his name, Johnny Depp has done in his life.
Yep. I bet he's a scary dude, Tim
Yeah.
Burton.
Oh,
like he probably like you sitting on the couch with him watching the game or something. It's probably like real weird.
Yeah. But yeah, it's about Jack Skellington. He grows tired of the same old shit year after year. He stumble in the forest, find some doors, end up around Christmas. He try to bring that shit back, and everybody's like, "Fuck that shit." Anyways, he
Why
ended
y'all
up
gotta be so violent?
That shit, nigga.
he ended up kidnapping Santa Claus. The boogeyman. Oh, the boogeyman was freaky.
Yeah,
The Boogeyman was freaky. I
real
do remember
freaky. The Boogeyman was real freaky.
Oh, yeah.
Scared Santa Claus. Had Santa Claus in there scared.
Yeah. To make a long story short, Jack saved Santa Claus, unwrapped the boogeyman. He turned all them little bugs and
Jack
shit.
almost got Santa Claus killed.
Almost. That boy, boogeyman was playing with Santa life.
He
Down
was. He was. He
playing
was.
around with his life. But yeah, the night before.
That's a big cult classic.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
to this day still dress up like that for Halloween, and they didn't have a spinoff.
I used to have a boss look just like
No.
Jack.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, actually,
The
it's
Corpse Bride.
Yeah, it's like a 3-part. It's like 3 parts. It's like Frankie Weenie, Nightmare Before Christmas, and the
Frankie
Corpse's
Weenie,
Bride. They
that's
say all of
right.
them intersect with each other.
Yep. I forgot about
But
that.
he done a lot of movies like because Caroline.
Hills.
He done
Yeah.
Caroline.
Yeah.
Caroline was incredible.
I didn't know.
What they say it was? What they say it was, Shot?
That me and Juicy was watching the commercial, and Caroline preview came on. Way back in what?
Shit.
It's been a while ago, but like right before, like when the commercial for Caroline was coming on, they were like, Oscar worthy.
And Shot was like, Caroline, good on that.
Anytime they put Oscar worthy
That's
at
it.
the beginning of a preview,
That's all you had to
it's
see.
a good movie. It's a good movie.
Shad, who is your number one?
Well,
Do you want me to go first?
no, because mine ain't gonna be dramatic now because it's already been used. But I had to change my list because my number one was gonna be Hocus Pocus. My number two was gonna be The Nightmare Before Christmas. But I winded up having to I actually am going to go back on my number 3, which is Gremlins. Gremlins shouldn't be my number 3. The Nightmare Before Christmas should be my number 3.
Okay.
I didn't actually like Gremlins that much, but it did freak me out when I was a kid.
Okay.
But my number 1 is going to be Casper. And I know that's piggybacking off of Juicy, but I can't help it.
No.
Casper's my number 1. Like, I still love Casper to this day. Casper's still the GOAT to me.
It's a good movie.
I remember when my brother took me to see Casper.
Oh.
And I remember I loved the uncles.
Yeah.
Fatso, Stretch, and Stinky. I loved them. I thought the sword fight that they had with
also, when did that come out? What year?
His dad on the steps. That had to be like 90.
I think it's 95. I thought it was earlier than that.
It may have been 94, 95.
What I was thinking was like, think about the CGI was amazing.
It was.
Like, so,
it still holds up.
It's still, I was
kind of like Jurassic Park. CGI
still holds up. Casper, for those days, that was ahead of its time. For that CGI, because no other movie was doing it like that.
Actually, Jurassic Park wasn't CGI. It was animatronics.
But it had, some of it was CGI though.
Some of it had to be
like
CGI.
when the T-Rex and the Velociraptors and stuff was running, that was CGI.
It had some CGI.
It was all animatronics.
No, that wasn't.
Not that Brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Every last bit of it.
It was not.
No, it wasn't.
Animatronics.
No, it was not. It was a lot of CGI.
It had to be CGI,
Park.
bro.
It was animatronics.
No, it wasn't.
And dogs.
Like some of it. Okay. All right. Okay. So, that's it with that. Some of it was probably was animatronics.
I think so, but not all of it.
But a lot of it was CGI.
Yeah.
And it still holds up.
I
It's
agree.
like Casper.
I agree.
Casper's always going to be my number 1.
These kids nowadays haven't seen half of these movies.
No, they haven't seen any good movies.
No.
The only thing the kids got now is MCU, Marvel comic movies, and DCEU.
In some Pixar films.
And some Pixar films.
Some Pixar films.
But their Pixar films aren't even as good as the ones we grew up on.
The originals, nah.
We got Toy Story, Bugs Life, Finding Nemo, Incredibles. What do they got? Like
Monsters.
Frozen. No, Monsters is ours. We got to take credit for Monsters. Monsters
you
came out.
And me and you, the both of us together.
Sing it on the
That was good. That was good.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Monsters Inc. came out in like 2001 though. So we still take credit for that.
Okay.
Even Cars is still coming out. Cars came out when we were in high school. The first one.
Did it?
I would say, did it? I know I wasn't in high school.
I know Juicy was still in high school.
God damn.
Yeah.
He was. I know Juicy because Juicy didn't graduate till 2007.
Yeah.
And I know the first Cars came out before 2007. We get sidetracked easily. We all have ADD. That should be the name of the show. ADD. ADD.
All right, man. My number 1. We got to wrap this up.
1.
Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's that Bobby Brown. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I take, be together, girl. Every little step I take.
Another reference to cocaine. Bobby Brown.
Bobby.
True.
It all. We just brought it back.
Brought it back.
One big circle. Great cast. Of course, you got Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd.
Oh man, brilliant.
Harold Ramis, Rick Moranis, and one of my favorites, Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah,
who was just in? What was she in? The Defenders. She was, of course. This was in. When did this movie come out? This movie came out in 1984.
I was about to say it had to be 80s.
84, and then she also did Aliens. Sigourney Weaver was that shit.
Yeah, she was.
Back in the days.
Why does Rick Moranis not get the credit he deserves for Ghostbusters and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Because I just watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. In case you don't know, I'm a 90s aficionado.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is so good. Like so good. The first one,
I watched it like
even the second one is decent.
Rick Moranis was in Ghostbusters too.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what we talking about here, Juicy.
Oh,
pay attention.
Come on, bro.
Ghostbusters though, classic.
Yeah,
classic.
Yeah,
movie from the 80s.
Michelin Man.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yep.
Great movie.
It was, and it had an amazing cast.
Good acting. It was funny. It's everything what you wanted an 80s movie to be.
It was spooky.
It was. It had a great soundtrack.
Yep.
As you already heard, Shaw's song.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby
with the Gumby.
Oh yeah, the Little Shop of Horrors. That's what I knew. Feed me, Seymour. Oh no, he was in something else. It was bothering me.
motherfucker come out of nowhere. Little Shop of Horrors.
But those are, I mean, we had good lists, but I had to rearrange some because I'm going back on the Gremlins for my number 3. I'm changing that before I get home and get mad that I put it on record that Gremlin was my number 3 because it is not. I actually didn't like Gremlins. It freaked me out. So my number 3 is actually The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
I remember the feeling that I had when Nightmare. Rarely did I go sleep in the bed with my mom. But I remember after I watched Nightmare Before Christmas, I went and slept in the bed with my mom. I don't know what I thought my mom would have done had I been attacked by Jack. Because if he would have ate me, he'd ate her too. So,
and that would have been on your conscience.
It would have been on my well. It actually would not have because I would have been eaten as well. But yeah, those are some good lists though.
That's my top 3. That's Juicy's top 3. That's it, man. That's all Halloween kid 90s movies. Tell us what y'all think. Make sure y'all comment. Tell us what your top 3 are. If you agree, if you disagree. You're probably going to disagree with Shaw's list because his list sucked and my list was the best.
No, it didn't. I got number 3, Nightmare Before Christmas. Number 2, Hocus Pocus. Number 1, Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Juice, what's yours?
My number 3 was Ernest Scared Stupid.
That's a dumb one. Man,
number 2, Casper. Number 1, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mine was number 3 was Addams Family. Number 2 was Beetlejuice, and number 1 was Ghostbusters.
I think Christian may have he probably would get a lot of fan favorites on his list because that's a good list.
Good movies, all good movies.
Yeah.
Well, let us know what y'all think, man. Please comment, share with a friend. We're on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. All the above. Make sure you pass it on. Share with a friend to share with a friend. You got anything to say, Sean?
Can I keep you?
All right. This is Current Climate. Juicy, say something to the people.
It's a knife. Or it's a knife.
Was that
Batman?
Batman and 21 Savage?
Batman asked 21 Savage.
Batman asked me. Damn. 21 Batman.
21 Batman.
21 Batman.
21 Batman.
That motherfucker crazy.
Yeah.
Sean, say something to the people.
Over here in the hood. I'm just sitting over here in the hood. This city is full of people ready to believe in good.
I got 1, 2, 3.
Okay. All right. This is Current Climate. My name's Christian Day.
Bank account.
Y'all have a good night.
Hold on, Christian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Money in my bank account. In my bank account. I know I went with. Oh God.
I'ma hood this shit, fuck what these folks think. If Jake can make it from Mossy, then I'm gonna hide a couple bricks under my car seat. Tell my mama I was never sorry. Tell her that they got me going 60 and a 40. Catch me, nigga. Screaming, catch me, nigga, I'm too fast. Don't test me, nigga. Came from the bottom, single mother, never used food stamps. Man, product of my environment. I'm tired, man. Put the metal to my little nigga's chest. No Tony Stark, but I keep that Iron Man. Breathe, nigga, breathe. The last thing you hear is the sound of a gun ring. What America don't give a fuck, it's the death of another young king.